Hello, everybody. Today we are going to talk about application writing. Okay, software. People think that software is not useful for this or that or something like that. Okay, software is very useful for certain things. Okay, people don't use that properly. Okay, in order to write an application, you have to know the why you need the application, for what you are going to use the application for, and how you are going to write an application, why you want to write an application, and how you want to write an application. First thing you have to understand what is the basics of an application. Okay, an application, when you want to develop a particular application, it needs a specific idea. Okay, first thing, a calculator was invented to do the calculation for like if we go to a shop or something like that, they use the calculator at the very beginning. Okay, like that. Okay, they want to do fast distribution of give a go out of things and things like that. So they cannot keep the accounts properly and those things. Okay, for that they wrote the first plus or minus kind of kind of applications and other things. Okay, that is where calculator was the first application kind of environment that was developed. Okay, the people used calculators for quite a long time before computers and other things were invented, and network hubs and other things, routers and network communication and other things. Okay, communication field itself has got to a long extent, but writing an application is a specific thing. People don't have a concept of what is an application is. Okay, that is the basic thing. Okay, say first we take one of the particular thing. Okay, for any product development, first thing you have to know is it needs a resource. Okay, without resource you cannot do a product development. Okay, you need a product development, you need a resource. Okay, if you want to write a computer program, then you need a resource for a human who is educated in that particular area, and then you want to develop those things. So that's it. So resource is the key source of application development. Okay, what are the different aspects of resources? Okay, let's find out what are the different aspects of resources. Okay, here it is a particular application I have written, application that's been written, human resource management. So people who are coming in and going out within a company, and what is the kind of management, what kind of duties are there, those kind of managements are all done here. Importance of HRM, scope of human resource management, features of human resource management, integrating human resource strategy and business strategy, HRM planning. So human resource planning is also there. Job analysis. Job analysis means like somebody is doing a job, how much work he has done, how much things he has done. Job design. Job design is also there. What kind of job is doing, how much of design work he did before he did, like tool development and those kind of things. Okay, those are called job is the function of the talent management. Okay, so if you have a particular talent for certain things, then you can, for a human has particular talent, then those kinds of things can be used. Like here it is something to do with human management. Okay, we are not particularly interested in human resources right now, because later it might be used, but on specific talent, on a particular criteria, but software engineers and other things, those are all needed. But we are taking about certain resources. Say what are the resources? The world has just plenty of resources. Okay, the problem is that people don't use it properly. Okay, what is the, like if you want salt? Okay, salt, the sea has got so much of salt. Okay, you can sell as much of salt as you want in the for the world population. Okay, so the sea has got so much of salt, but how do you purify? How do you keep it? How do you process it? How do you keep it managed? How do you store it? And how do you distribute it? How do you make money out of it? Business out of it? That is the basic criteria. Okay, if anything can be used, any kind of resources can be used for business. Okay, but how do you use it is the basic criteria of business. Okay, without those kind of businesses, how can you kind of like make money or something like that? How to process those things and those kind of things. Okay, people are key in those kind of roles. Some of them have specific talent for how to process a particular salt. Okay, iodine salt. Okay, if you take Tata, Birla and all, those kind of people, or international business people, all those kind of like those kind of people, construction people, all these kind of people are used as a human resource kind of thing, but they have talent, specific talent, what are, how to make your money grow. Okay, that is it. Money can be grown from anywhere. Okay, whether you use air or whether you use salt water from the sea, or you catch fish from the sea, or you can take buffalo, or kind of cow, or anything like that. You can, those are all resources. It's a kind of resources. And the basic idea about resources, you can write an application for the specific thing. Okay, software, if you're writing a software just for nothing, or you just write a software for something, and people need help on those specific areas. Okay, how to manage a resource and things like that. So those kind of things have to be written. So if you want to write an application, what is the need, how to manage a resource. Okay, resource management is a kind of a huge application. Okay, when you do resource management for a particular application, because without resources, how can you develop a product? Okay, you cannot develop a product. So that is the basic idea. Okay, so first thing is resources. Like we want to develop salt. Okay, and package it and resell it, and make money out of it, distribute it, and all those things. Okay, basic resources like salt water is plenty in the world, but how do you process those things, keep it clean, how to keep it, those are the kind of information that is needed by the industry. Okay, any kind of industry you can develop, but there are plenty of resources. Nobody is going to ask you anything unless you know completely the how to process the thing, and how to sell the things, how to make a business out of it, and how do you deal with customer service, and how come you can make more money out of it, how to push your product to the spectrum and make use the, so that people use your product rather than other kind of products. Those kind of the talents that is much needed for resources. First is resource management. Okay, resource management is like first you get seawater has to be first processed. So seawater has to be processed, and processed in a specific manner, and for that you need certain space or something like that, and after that you have to process in a simple fashion and make money out of it. Okay, so first thing is resource management. So you have to know how to manage that particular resource. And resource refinement. Okay, resource refinement is a kind of thing which is another area. Okay, resource recycling, that is another area. Okay, how to resource recycle a thing, or once the salt has been used, then what is the other things that is going to be there. Okay, how it is going to be recycled into the environment, and it's not helpful. Okay, and it's not harmful or something like that. Okay, that is a kind of, if we take iron ore industries. Okay, Tata Birla, and like throughout the globe, we take iron industries. Almost half the iron manufacturing, the manufacture is just totally not used at all. Okay, that is the basic thing. Okay, whatever amount of iron you take out of the earth, okay, that iron, half of the iron only is used in kind of product development, and it is very specific, and it is useful for certain time. Okay, for car, when you develop a car or a bike or a fan, or so only about 50% of what resource you take out of the earth is what is used in the world. Okay, other 50% is not used. Whether you take food also you cannot eat everything. Okay, food you manufacture on a particular land, those kind of things, you cannot eat everything, because you have a specific criterion. Okay, for 10 people you can have only 10 kg or something like that, 10 kg of food or something like that. After that nobody is going to use the thing. Okay, that is that kind of calculation, that kind of how much you give, how much you can resource verify, and how much you can use for a particular person, those kind of management, that is called resource management. Okay, that is called resource management. Then resource recycling is waste kind of recycle. Okay, waste recycling is a big area of development. So you have to write application how to do a waste management for a particular resource. Okay, you can do it for iron, how to recycle iron. Okay, waste iron and things like that, those kind of things can be recycled, and how to melt those things, how to recycle the thing and keep the environment clean without harmful to the environment, those kind of things. Okay, similarly you can do plenty of things. Even buildings can be recycled, cars can be recycled, but the recycling process should be perfect. You cannot use old instrument and just try to put a old engine into a new car or a new car into a old engine. Those kind of things cannot be done. But how to completely recycle that particular product and so that others can use it, those kind of things are needed. Or you can develop your own specific kind of product to develop certain things and then reuse it. So these kind of information is what is needed as a software developer. When you are developing a software, you have to find the industry, or you can have your own kind of resources and write application for that particular resource, how to recycle, how to this thing, and what kind of calculation, what kind of things you have to use, and what kind of strategies you have to use, and what kind of analysis you have to use, what kind of evaluation you have to use, how to manage those kind of things and those kind of things, and some kind of training also for that kind of thing, how to do a resource management training or resource recycling training. All these things are all coming into that category. So when you are writing application, these are the kind of things. One is resources thing is then you have product. Okay, product is also can be product for a particular product. You can write an application. Why product? Product can be like it can be a fan. Okay, there are about different kinds of fans in the world. Okay, for that specific spectrum, you develop application so that people can buy any kind of fan within your application. Okay, any kind of fan available in the world, what kind of fan, what kind of category, or whether it is a a home use fan or a ceiling use fan, or it is a engine fan or something like that. The fan category itself is a huge area, and for aeroplane also they have fans. That is also a specific kind of fan. So if we take a particular product alone, you can have a write an application for that particular product. Once you write an software application for that particular product, you have to find out who are the customers, who are the buyers, who are the sellers, where do you get all the resources for that particular product for a fan, and what kind of products is needed, those kind of all information, and how to recycle the thing, how to recycle a fan, what kind of recycling they do, those kind of information can be put in an application, and you can sell those kind of thing, and you can write an application for this particular thing. Okay, application is basically for one for product, one for resources, one for like sales, quarters and accounts and other things, and other one is for business kind of thing and other things. Okay, another one I told you, most of the resources in the world are almost like 20% free. Okay, 20% free means say if you go to sea, you can get salt water very easily, and you can recycle the salt water to get new drinking water or something like that. But you have to have the proper engine and the proper management, and how much you want to develop, how much you want to supply, whether you want to do a global supply, whether you want to do a local supply, those kind of all information can be put in a software. So software is developed basically for these kind of specific purpose. Some people need software for something else. Some people need for like home software, a home management software, house management software, or sometimes people use kind of I told you product, sometimes human resource management software. So this is a specific thing which is something to do with human resources management software. Okay, now first you have to do the job analysis, then you have to do a job design, what kind of job he can do. That is called a job design. Job evaluation. Evaluation is like whether you can do the job, what kind of job is needed, and how much of money they can give you for that particular job, and how much of profit they can make out of it, and for that how much they can pay you. Those kind of things. That is called job evaluation. Talent management, of whether you are highly talented or lowly talented, or you can put your own industry kind of thing, and then do the functionary. Those kind of how much of individual contribution you can make. Those kind of things are all there in HRM. HRM is human resources management, talent management. Function of talent management. Okay, these are different kinds of things. Functions of talent management is so the functionary evolution of things. Okay, those are kind of talent management. So there are different kinds of applications. For bus services, you can write application. For like auto services, you can write an application. For transport services, you can write an application. Then you can write for railway department application, this application, that airline department application. Those kind of things. So many things are there. Okay, but value for the product is the basic thing. That is, you cannot just write an application 1 plus 1 equal to 2, give me 2 rupees. Those kind of applications they won't give you. Okay, I gave you this certificate, that certificate, you give me money. Nobody will give you those kind of money. Okay, certificate is there. Certificate is for specific training. They will give you a certificate. Okay, that is, certificate is basically for whether you are educated in a particular kind of talent. That is where certificate comes in. Okay, certificate cannot be used just to for this certificate, that certificate. You don't have to use all those things. Okay, so if you have a specific talent, then you have a certificate, those kind of things. Okay, that is the particular certification is just for those things. Okay, don't do product certification, this certification, that is all quite complex. You don't need all those things. Okay, as long as you can sell it independently and it is very useful and it's not harmful to the environment and it's not harmful to people or kind of pollution and other things, you can always sell the product, whether it is food or anything can be sold. Salt, if it is excellent kind of salt to manufacture, immediately you can sell it. Okay, pure quality salt management if you do, sodium chloride and things like that. So it's a kind of development that you do, and you can always sell those kind of products. Okay, purity of the product without any dirt or something like that. Rice also, if it is very good rice, you can sell, like basmati rice, something. If you develop those kind of things, talents for that particular thing, like very good coconuts and those kind of things, they are always valuable. Other things are not valuable. Okay, you have too much of bugs in your coconut and your bugs in your mango tree and other all those things. Those things are all totally no use. Okay, and wastage is extremely high. And you can write a software for that, how to manage a particular resource. Okay, for how to manage a tree, how to manage a particular kind of tree, or for a mango tree, specific kind of mango tree, and where it should be grown, how much of water should be given. Those kind of things you can write. You can write application for so many things. Okay, but these things are very useful for certain things, as for labor computer, and you have specific training for those things. So those kind of things, or you can take a bunch of things and you can write a application software for that. Okay, application of software is a very useful thing for quite a. There's a computer management application is a totally different area. How to do a cell phone management, cell phone connection, how to give cell phone network connection, and AT&T, Airtel, those kind of things are all different. Okay, those kinds are different, but how we can manage a particular resource, how to do those things, those kind of all, okay, specific human resources. Let's check in the list right now here. Okay, let's find out. Okay, what are the things on human resources management? HRM overview. What is human resources management? Those kind of, it's an overview. Okay, importance of HRM. Why you need a human resource management? Scope of HRM. How much scope means this is the limit of particular thing which you can do, and beyond that it is not available. We don't have still development of those areas. That is why scope means within a particular area how to do a human resources management within a particular company or something like that. Okay, scope means the amount. Okay, the amount of thing, like if you want to do a global business or a local business, those kind of things, that is called scope of human resources. Human resources, how much talent they have, those kind of things, and how to manage it. Features of HRM. Okay, integrating HR strategy and business strategy. Okay, now you have human resources, then you have to plan that particular business. Okay, say people are talented in certain kind of areas like business area. Some people are biology, some people are chemistry, those kind of things. You have about 50 people of different various categories of education and different kinds of certificates and other things. Then you have to come up with a business strategy. Okay, you can use these kind of people for to do this particular development. Say for, if you want to do a salt refinery. Okay, you want to do a particular salt refinery, they need chemical engineers. So you can take all these kind of people, group them together, and you specific area of development, you can assign those kind of duties to that particular people, and you can develop salt, those kind of things. Okay, so it is a strategy of how to use the particular people in different fields and use your for a particular company, or what kind of products you can develop with those kind of people. those kind of things. Okay, HRM planning, human resource planning is a kind of thing, how to plan, how to hire people for a particular job. And so job analysis like what kind of requirement that comes in. Okay, say you're developing salt, you need a chemical engineer, so that is one kind of job. Then you have another kind of this thing which is a biology engineer, where you have an environmental recycling, those kind. So that is called job analysis. You do different job analysis, and then job design. Okay, finally you give the design for the particular, what is the duty of that particular person, that is called job designing. Okay, job evaluation is like what, whether he did a job, how much of job is that, if you need only two people or five people for that particular job, or you need only three experts in that particular field, or 10 experts in that particular field. That is called job evaluation. HR and talent management. Talents, if people have specific talents, then you can hire them as a manager or something like that, and other people as subordinates or coordinates, and those kind of things. That is called talent management. And about functions of talent management, functions of what are the different kinds of functions of talent management, advantages of effective talent management, training and development. Okay, first thing is, most people don't know much of the industry, certain things. Okay, whether they are educated or not, whether even if they are educated, there are certain training that has to be given for a particular product. Okay, where some people have done their physics, chemistry and other things, but physics, once they have done, if you want to do a fiber optic channel, then you have to give particular training for the to play. This is how it has to be used, this is how it has to be used. Some kind of previous knowledge also is needed. Those kind of specific training has to be given. Training and development, what kind of things they are supposed to do, and how it has to be installed, how it has to be dismantled, those kind of trainings. And for a network developer, say Airtel wants to develop, hire people, then immediately they have to know how to install a tower, how to install a radio, the signal, how to install this and that, and computers and other things. So that is the kind of training they are given, and each one is talented on a specific field. And then is career development. Career development is what kind of career. Say tomorrow you want to become a manager of Airtel or something like that, or Aircel, or even if you want to become CEO of a particular company, those kind of career development is particular thing. So that particular career you develop and you reach the top. Okay, that is how career development happens. The need for career development objectives. Okay, career development process, career planning system. Okay, for a particular career, for a particular career, say I want to be a development manager for fiber optic solutions. Okay, so that particular career needs a specific set of objectives. These are the things, these are the requirements for the particular set of objectives through which you develop all the things. Okay, so for that you need a planning, you need a career development process, career development system, and you can then after that you are given training on that particular career, and then rules and regulations of the world and rules and regulations of the government, all these things are coming into the recruiting, and what kind of things you have to use, and how to do a workflow strategy, and all those things come into the thing. Okay, types of compensation. Okay, for a manager, your pay is 300 rupees. For your manager, it might be 305 rupees or 310 rupees, or it might be 350 rupees or 400 rupees, depending on what kind of work he is doing, how much of work he is talented in, and how much of training he has gone through for a particular kind of job, and whether he is capable of doing those kinds of job, getting the job done. For that depends on that particular. So the pay scale is dependent on those kind of things. So usually pay scale is not much varying, whether it is you are a manager or a subordinate or a worker or kind of thing. The pay scale don't vary that much, but except for a few like CEOs and other things, because those kind of people have to manage so many other things, different department, different divisions. So for them a little bit higher salary is there. Some of the top managers, they take less salary if they want to sustain the company and things like that. So some are kind of investors and those kind of things, how to do the things. So the investors might get some kind of higher pay or something like that in a company. and those kind of things. Okay, now with HRM versus HRM so these are the kind of details which you want to go. So this is a specific application which has been written for human resources management, and these are the different kinds of categories he has given in, and he has put out all the categories. Categories is a kind of objective. What are the things? First thing you have to list down all the categories. When you are developing an application, first thing, you have to classify those applications like object-oriented classification, this classification, that classification, group them together, and say interviewing is a process. Okay, so for that he has written a particular tapping like a kind of icon he has developed, and for that within interviewing there are different divisions going on. Okay, what are the different divisions? Performance management is a particular area of search for a human resource. Okay, so that is a different area. So that is why he has given a major kind of icon or a button here, and so they can use go into that, and you can just do all the verification. So this is how the people write application for specific areas, and the whole individual like HRM is a kind of human resource management is a huge area under which subcategories are all these things. Okay, so when you are trying to manage a group of humans for a particular job or a class of jobs, types of work, what kind of things, what are the things necessary, training, all these things, career development, all these things come into the category. Okay, so that is for our pay scale, everything comes into that category. How much of pay you get, what is the kind of labor demand. Sometimes the labor may be in high demand, so sometimes some laborers make more money than the managers. Why? Because the labor is a high demand. So demand also drives a particular kind of job pay scale and things like that. So those kind of manager time scheduling, how much of time is spent on a particular thing, and those kind of things. Okay. So today we saw one of those applications on how to write an application. First thing you have to write basic higher category. What is the specific area you have to write? And within the specific area, what you are going to do, what kind of the things, what are the different branches within that area, major branches within that area. That is the first icon button you have to write. Okay, within the sub-management, then there you have sub-management. So you have to classify, and then group them together. What are the functionaries? What are the design strategies? Those are the kinds of things when you are writing an application. Okay, first thing before that, you have to take a particular area of how to write an application. Okay, that is for enough for today. So how to write if you want to start a business, then you can use a particular application. So say I want to sell salt. Tomorrow you say I want to sell salt. Okay, so if you want to sell salt, what are the things needed? How to write an application for that? Salt management or something like that you can write. So the application header will be salt management. Okay, salt development. What is the company you need? So under salt management, chemical management, resource management, and all these things, subcategories you write. Once you design all the subcategories, within the subcategories, subclassifications also you write. So these kind of subclassification under the functionaries, and what is the money involved, and those things, money circulation, distribution, those kind of things you write. And after that you find an application and you finish off thereafter. That's all for today.